The taxi driver's secret one busy evening in a South African city. The streets were full of cars, taxis, and people rushing home from work. Street vendors were packing up their stalls while the sun slowly disappeared behind the buildings. Tabo, a taxi driver, was driving through the traffic with a worried look on his face. His hands were tight on the steering wheel, and his mind was full of fear. He kept checking the time again and again. Suddenly, a well-dressed businessman standing on the side of the road raised his hand to stop the taxi. "Driver, please take me to the hospital quickly," the man said as he got inside the taxi. Tabo nodded and immediately drove off. He began driving faster than usual, weaving through the busy traffic. After a few minutes, the businessman started to get nervous. "Hey, slow down! Do you even know how to drive?" he shouted angrily. Tabo stayed silent and kept his eyes on the road, but the businessman continued complaining. "All you taxi drivers are the same. You drive like crazy because you only care about money," he said loudly. Tabo's hands tightened on the steering wheel, but he still said nothing. He continued driving as fast as he could. Finally, they arrived at the hospital entrance. The businessman quickly paid the fare and stepped out of the taxi. Just as he was about to walk away, he noticed something surprising. Tabo suddenly jumped out of the taxi and started running toward the hospital entrance in panic. The businessman watched curiously and decided to follow him inside. Inside the hospital, Tabo rushed toward a doctor. "Doctor, please, how is my child?" Tabo asked with a shaking voice. The doctor looked serious. "We are still trying to save him. His condition is very critical," the doctor replied. The businessman froze when he heard this. Suddenly, he understood everything. Tabo was not driving fast because he wanted money. He was rushing because his child was fighting for life inside the hospital. The businessman felt a deep sense of shame. He remembered all the harsh words he had said during the ride. Slowly, he walked toward Tabo. "I'm very sorry," the businessman said quietly. "I didn't know what you were going through." Tabo looked at him with tired eyes but gave a small, gentle smile. "It's okay," he said softly. "Sometimes people don't know the battles others are fighting." The businessman left the hospital feeling different, thinking deeply about what had happened. Lesson: never judge someone too quickly. You never know what struggles they are facing in their life.